No time to breathe, no room to run. 1,000 pounds of raw power closing the gap at 35 miles per hour. Your heart stops. The journey has just begun. This isn't a documentary. This is a survival nightmare. We like to think we're at the top. We think our tools and our fences keep us safe. But in the deep woods, the rules change. There, you aren't a hiker. You aren't a tourist. You are calories. Today, we dive into the dark history of bear-human conflict. From stalking man-eaters in Japan to the starvation-driven giants of the Arctic. These are the moments when nature stopped being beautiful and started being lethal. Svalbard, Norway, 2011. An Arctic paradise turned into a killing field. A group of British students, led by experienced guides, set up camp on the Von Post Glacier. They did everything by the book. Safety protocols, tripwires and flares, it didn't matter. In the middle of the night, a massive polar bear, the largest land carnivore on Earth, didn't just stumble upon the camp, it targeted it. It tore through the caravans like paper. One 17-year-old was killed instantly. 4 others were left with life-altering injuries before the bear finally stopped. Forensic examinations revealed a terrifying truth. This bear was nearly 24 years old and starving. Its teeth were worn to the gums, making it impossible to hunt seals, this displaying environmental stress aggression. The lethal factor. To a starving polar bear, a human camp isn't a threat. It is a desperate final meal in a dying ecosystem. August the 12th, 1967, a date etched in blood. For decades, the grizzly was a mythic figure in Glacier National Park. On this night, the myth became a monster. 2 separate attacks, 2 different locations, one horrifying pattern. 2 young women, Julie Helgeson and Michelle Coons, were snatched from their sleeping bags in separate incidents miles apart. The park was thrown into a state of total psychological warfare. For the first time, people realised that wilderness meant exactly that. This was the result of food conditioning. For years, the park allowed bears to feed on hotel garbage as a show for tourists. These bears had lost their fear of humans and replaced it with an association of humans as a food source. The lethal factor, breaking the natural barrier between species with our own trash, thus turning peaceful foragers into conditioned predators. Japan, 1915. The Sankibetsu brown bear incident remains the most terrifying man-eating case in history. A giant Ussuri brown bear, 750 pounds of nightmare, awoke early from hibernation. He wasn't just hungry, he was vengeful. The incident. This bear didn't just attack once, it laid siege to a village. It broke through the walls of homes, dragging victims into the darkness. It returned to its kills even while hunters were waiting. It killed 7 people, including children, in a display of calculated stalking that defies animal logic. Scientific analysis. This is a rare case of predatory habituation. Once a bear realises how physically weak humans are, it can become a specialist man-eater. The lethal factor. The Sankibetsu bear didn't see the villagers as intruders. It saw them as a domestic livestock population to be harvested at will. You are looking at Timothy Treadwell. For 13 summers, he lived amongst the giants of Alaska, convinced he had a bond with the apex predators of Katmai. He gave them names, he touched them, he believed he was their protector. But in the wild, familiarity doesn't breed friendship, it breeds contempt. The incident. October 2003. The salmon run had ended, and the gentle bears Treadwell knew had left for hibernation. In their place arrived an older, starving grizzly. In a frantic 6-minute struggle captured on a lens-capped audio recording, the boundary between man and beast was permanently erased. Treadwell and his partner were consumed just feet from their tent. Scientific analysis. This was a case of hyperphagia. In the weeks before winter, a bear's biological clock overrides all other instincts. Their caloric need spikes to 20,000 calories a day. To a bear in this state, a human isn't a friend or a threat. It is simply a dense source of protein and fat necessary for survival. This is the ultimate display of psychological and physical dominance. A 700-pound bull elk, one of the strongest animals in North America, and a grizzly that simply refuses to quit. This isn't just a fight, it's an exhibition of why the grizzly is the undisputed king. The incident. Watch the power. The bear uses the terrain, the water, and sheer brute force to ground a beast twice its size. It's a relentless, slow-motion execution. If it can do this to an elk, what chances does a human have? None. Scientific analysis. This illustrates apex predatory persistence. Grizzlies have a specialized muscle hump on their shoulders for digging and high-impact striking. The lethal factor. A grizzly possesses a unique combination of explosive speed and infinite stamina, meaning once you are targeted, your expiration date is set. We share this world with monsters of our own making, and monsters of nature's design. Respect isn't just a word in the woods, it's the difference between a story and a statistic. Which of these encounters shocked you the most? The mother's fury or the river takedown? Let us know in the comments. If you survived this bit, hit that like button and subscribe for more of nature's most intense moments. We'll see you on the next one.